going to pretend that we didn't have a whole conversation before we just greeted each other.
Yeah, like it's been going. It's been going.
It's been going. How are you? How are you today?
I'm exhausted, Alicia. It's been a week.
Bruh,
It's been a week.
it's only February and I'm like,
I'm burnt out.
bruh.
Like, there's so much going on and I feel like I have no free time.
What is free time?
No, who is she?
Can our podcast listeners please give us the definition, the Merriam-Webster definition of free time?
Free time, yes.
Because we don't know it.
Yeah, we don't know her.
She just Who is she?
Different WhatsApp group.
Is that a unicorn?
Must be.
Scotland. Please give me your national animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been a week. I got sick.
Yes.
And then we had to skip out on a podcast recording sesh.
Which is 100% understandable.
Thank you. It's not so bad.
No.
And I got sick on Valentine's Day. And that was the day that my uncle... Well, I mean, we literally were. We literally were.
Yeah.
That was actually what was happening.
Not just Alicia's like natural reaction to Valentine's Day.
Like there was actual ing. Yeah. Happening.
Potty squatting.
Yeah.
Sorry. That, but
I mean, yeah, we were getting grief from both ends.
Poor guys.
And that was the day my uncle went home. Like, so my uncle came to visit from Italy.
Ciao.
Seen him like.
Sorry.
We haven't seen him in like ages. I last saw him in 2016. My dad last saw him in like 2014.
That's a lot.
My mom last saw him even before that, so it was nice to see him, but he had to go back home, so that was sad. But yeah, that's
I mean, at least you guys got to see him and it was great, and you guys did a lot. Like you went
we did. We're like, he's only here for like 3 weeks. We need to get as much in as possible. So yeah, so unfortunately I couldn't take leave because I just started a new job.
Yeah.
But my parents took him to the beach and they like chilled there or whatever. And then when they came back, we went to a game lodge. Oh, and that was so much fun because it was like also a mini holiday for me.
Yeah. That was amazing.
Yeah, it started off kind of like...
yeah, with the squish frog.
Yeah, because legit So first of all, the road there was terrible because like, it's like 80 kilometers per hour and out of nowhere there's like this massive ass speed bump. It's like, okay, well, that's super safe.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this for me and my car.
The heads up. Appreciate it.
Don't know what that was.
That's fine.
And then it was raining on the way there.
Yes.
And we could only leave after I was done working. So we got there like in the dark. So when we got there, my parents, my uncle still on the game drive. So we were like, okay, we're gonna go out.
Like a 5-hour game drive.
Yeah, just like it. They left at like 4 in the afternoon. They only came back like after 9.
That's like the longest drive in history.
Oh yeah, so they didn't have a good evening because it also started raining on the game drive. And they went on like the bumpiest road, I think, in the whole of Gauteng. Well, sorry, that's not in Gauteng, but South Africa.
Yeah.
There we go. Like literally my dad, when we saw him when they came back and we went to have supper, he was literally like walking.
Like he had a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Those things are not fun. Definitely not fun. I don't speak from experience at all.
Same, but we've heard things.
Yeah. We've done our research.
Yeah. Extensively.
No imagery though.
No.
We want to see what they look like.
Just words.
We have our own image.
There we go. Anyway, swiftly moving on.
Yeah. It's
gonna be a wild ride.
Brace yourself.
But yeah, so while we waited for my parents, my boyfriend and myself were like, okay, let's just go walk around and explore the place. And now it's dark. And I can't see for shit in the dark because I'm blind. So now we went to go walk around the swimming pool that they have there, and we walk in whatever, and then I step on something and I'm like, oh, it's probably like a seed or something from a tree or whatever. And then the more like I press down, I feel like a squishy crunch. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not going to put any more pressure down because just now, I'm wearing white sneakers. Just now something,
yeah.
So carry on walking, whatever. I look back and I see there's a frog on the floor. So I was like, oh my soul, I just killed a frog. I haven't even been here 10 minutes. So then, as we went back that same path where the frog was at, and like as we walked past it, I thought it was like dead and it was just lying there.
Yeah.
As we walked past it, just like whoop, off the hand. I was like, oh my soul. Why couldn't it just move?
Chicken with you all over again. Let's see if she'll do it again.
I was like, bet you can't do that twice.
Bruh. It's like, let me get that back massage. Crunch, crunch.
It's like, oh, you got my what knots out.
Yeah. Can you get the outside? Yeah. Oh, damn bitch. You missed.
Damn it.
Actually, no, I regret my life choices. Pops away.
Yeah, literally.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
You're a destitute.
No, so that was super rude. And
yes,
I didn't tell you, that evening, my uncle was like, in his room, there was like a little blanket for your feet on the bed, like if you had to lie on the bed or whatever, and just put your feet up. That fell on the floor while he was sleeping. And in the morning, when he was like making the bed, there was a frog on
the plague of frogs.
Literally so many frogs. I had to go fetch something from my parents' room that evening as well. As I was walking back, there were like 10 frogs on the path, and I was like, oh, they're coming to get me. It's revenge.
Yeah. That's what I called his friend.
Yeah, he was like, brothers.
She stood on me. The disrespect. Ribbit. And they were all like, ribbit. Holy shit. If I may mention my fake story.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just mention that we saw a roadkill frog. Drove over a frog at the venue, and we were all just like stood around him. We're like, okay,
that
like no blood.
that happened.
Tail like grey chicken. So we were like, cool. Sorry, froggy.
Oh my soul.
That was like the only frog that we saw.
Oh, okay. I thought there would be like shits on it.
No, but there were a lot of fish.
Okay.
We saw a guy catch a catfish.
Oh.
My cousin wanted to go noodling.
What is?
I didn't know what noodling was.
Okay.
I thought it was just like taking your legs and going over the water.
Okay. To me, it sounds like you're just gonna go make noodles. So,
I mean, that would be a great, what is the art of making noodles?
Noodles, yeah. Noodling, there you go.
100%. Like, that's logical. Food. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, apparently noodling is you go into the water and you find a hole that's under the water and you stick your arm in it.
No.
And you noodle around.
No.
And then a catfish tries to eat your arm and then you pull the bitch out and you're like, surprise!
I'm getting like goosebumps. It's okay, like check.
Oh shit, guys, I couldn't test shit. Just goosies.
Just like the thought of sticking your arm
in a dark, cold place.
Yeah, that you don't know what's around it. Freaks me out.
Yeah. She's just like swimming in places where I cannot see the floor.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like not happening.
Not happening.
I would never swim in the bar. Never.
No. Nasty.
So yeah, that's noodling apparently, and then you wrestle the catfish out, and you're like, what? Oh. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't want something like trying to eat my arm.
Have you seen them? They're like,
they're like, oh, weird. And I can't even like touch a fish. How am I going to react if something is like hanging on my arm?
Yeah. She's like, that's a catfish. Noise. What's your noise? Sorry. It's been a long
It's been a day.
Yeah.
A week.
Been a week. It's been 4 years. So, okay. So let's do like a quick catch up because we do have a lot of things that we did since the last recording.
Yeah.
Although it's like our standard 2 weeks, but it kind of felt like so much like happened.
Yeah.
So your uncle came and visited.
And he left.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Then it was your boyfriend's birthday.
Yeah.
Which was lots of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yes.
We did eat at 11 o'clock at night. Wild.
Shame.
It's good on you because you had snacks, and those snacks.
Yes, I'm glad. And I had to go get like a couple of things for the party just before it started. So, and that day I also had to go into the office. So it was like such a big rush.
100%.
And then, so I think I had to go in the office anyway. And I was working for my parents.
Yes, there we go.
There we go. So my boyfriend asked me to get a few things like for the burgers and stuff. So he was like, "Oh, just get lettuce and tomato." And I was like, "Okay." No, he was like, "Oh, just get lettuce." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Lettuce." So I buy the lettuce. And I'm like, we don't have tomatoes, but maybe he got. So I call him like, do you need tomatoes for burgers? And he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." Like, please can you get a tomato or two? So I was like, whoa.
That's nice cheese as well.
Oh, we had that.
Okay, great.
At least. And then that's when I was like, he bought like 5 packets of chips. So I was like, I'm gonna get some snacks because I don't know how late we're gonna eat. And I don't want like however like 7, 8 people like starving in our flat.
Good on you, babe.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So then there was that. Then that same weekend, we went to go see one of our favorite bands. Yours,
yes.
your boyfriend's, and my mom.
Yes.
We went to go see Imagine Dragons.
It was absolutely phenomenal.
So much fun.
Loved it.
Absolutely Joel.
And can I just say his voice is perfection.
You know, like some artists disappoint in like live performances because like it's crackly or they don't hit it. Yeah. But he was just like, guys,
on point, everything, hits everything.
And then like I'll admit, like he's got a really good figure. Like when he took off that shirt of his, I was like, hubba bubba bubba hubba hubba. I respect you as a man and I will pay attention to your voice, but you do have a very good body, so good on you.
Good on you. Yeah. Although my boyfriend still says he looks like someone from Brock.
With that buzz cut, like the black pizza, yeah.
But he was great. He was a great performer. There were some parts in the show that was like, okay, he's having a moment on stage.
100%.
I respect that.
Really emotional.
Yeah, and I was like,
we all have bad days. Yeah. Everybody has bad days.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
There we go.
So we kind of all just like let him have
his fun. Like he literally just took a sit mid-song or something and was just like, head down, hovering over his mic, just in his bubble.
He did like almost like child pose, but like more like constrained.
Yeah.
There's a yoga pose specifically for that one.
Okay.
But that's basically
what he did. But amazing.
Stunning.
Lovely.
Also, he pulled off Vans really nicely.
Yes.
I mean, like, dude in Vans is like quality.
Yeah, and like the pants that he had on was like suit pants nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked his vibe.
Yeah, his cool vibe. Oh, and the rest of his band was like,
I think his drummer looks like Jonah Hill.
He does. And those glasses that he wore was like,
it's classic Jonah Hill. It's like ski sunglasses. Yeah. I was like, 100%.
Yeah.
And it was his guitarist, hey? The guitarist, the one with the long hair.
Yeah, that's the guitarist. And then the bassist had like a bow tie, I think, and all of that.
The bassist was like really chilled, but like most bassists are like really chilled in general.
Yeah.
And like he was just like, I like bassists. I think bassists are really cool. They can really rock out like in a quiet kind of way. Like I know the bass is like there, but it's not like a loud guitar.
It's not in your face.
Yeah. And so like when you see basses rocking out, you're like, wow, they must be playing like something really dope. Yeah. We're probably only hearing like a fraction of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, love the energy.
Yeah.
So that was Imagine Dragons, stunning. The only thing I must admit, the only thing I must admit was that I was really disappointed that the concert finished at like 9:30 at night.
Yeah, like when they were like the ending was really cool.
Yeah.
They basically like there were fireworks and the whole band came and like bowed and waved and off, but I was like, of course, they're gonna come back for an encore. Like they just playing with our emotions.
Rock band doesn't come back for an encore.
Yeah, and like everyone was like, encore, we want more, we want more, we want more. And this carried on for like 5 minutes or so, and then all of a sudden all the lights went on. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And I had a feeling they weren't coming back because I literally, from where I was standing, I literally watched them go off the stage. I watched them like leave, walk down the ramp, go back underneath to like where the lock. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, please tell me they're gonna go change their clothes.
Yeah, like maybe we missed it. Maybe. No,
we didn't.
We were stuck getting out for a long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the road was chaos. But that was fun. Then I went to my ladies' family brunch thing. And guys, so I don't know if I've mentioned the podcast before, but my cousin is getting married. He's engaged. Yes, I did.
yeah, you did.
I did. So while I'm not like a bridesmaid or anything, my cousin and his fiance did ask me if, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this, guys, if I would be the ring bearer. That is such an honor for me because I mean, like, the rings are really important.
Yeah.
The rings are what like makes the union official.
Exactly.
I'm going to turn into Schmiegel.
Like not like walking gracefully down the aisle, like hopping along
like a Schmiegel. The precious and the preciousness is for the masters.
His cousin will not be brave.
His fiance would be like, get out.
Get out.
Get out. And I don't want to piss her off. So
no.
We'll act like a lady. We'll be protecting. I mean, like my mom and my aunt were already like, oh, how can we like mess Alicia around? Like, oh, let's hide her shoes, let's steal the ring.
Your anxiety will like.
And I was like, don't you dare. No. Don't you dare.
No.
They're like, oh, let's put a string on the aisle and trip her. I'm like, who's a wet? Do you want to ruin my moment to shine? Oh. Like, this is the only time I'm going to be able to walk down the aisle. Oh, this was the future. I'm not putting it out there as facts. I'm just saying, like, for now, I don't have a wedding for myself planned. That would be lovely. That's kind of like, yeah, no, dating. No, we're not going to go there today.
Wow.
But yeah, so then that happened, and then it was what happened after that then. Guys, some sad news. So my sweet little baby Trippy, my doggy,
sweet
my preciousnesses.
Like
talking about him in the last podcast.
We were
talking about how Daniela and her boyfriend how Daniela and her boyfriend went to go like look after him during December. Yeah. How he was going deaf, but how smart he was because he knew who was going to give him the keys.
Oh, he was so precious.
He was precious. But we did know that he was really old.
Yeah. Like he was, what, 13, 14?
14. He would have been 15 in August. So technically, in like human years, he was super geriatric. He was like technically 96 years old. Yeah. So very, very long time for a dog of his size. The vet said that he literally went past like almost 2 years over his general age time limit.
Just for context, he's a husky.
Yeah. He was a beautiful black and white husky. With beautiful brown eyes and a cute little nose. Yeah. And so on my parents' 30-year anniversary, imagine that. Shame. My little Trippy didn't decide. Shane, he needed to go. He had the best day ever because he met up with Furushka in the afterlife, and she was probably like, "Bitch, where have you been?"
And just also for context, Furushka's the other little precious angel child.
Angel baby that passed away in August. Yeah. I don't think we spoke about her, hey?
No, I think so. Yeah.
So now I'm no longer a pet parent. Yeah. Which in a way is a little bit of a relief because I've been a pet parent for 27 years.
Yeah, like pets are lovely.
Absolutely.
They become like part of your family. They part of your invade your husband, they invade your heart and everything, but they are work.
They are.
They are a lot of work.
They are a lot of work, and I've had that responsibility for a very long time. So I look forward to this new chapter, dogless and petless. Yeah. What else has been in between?
I mean, I feel like those are the big things that's happened.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything like else massive to mention.
Oh, technically. So remember in our very first podcast, we were like, what do we hope to achieve
Oh, yes.
this year or like in the next next foreseeable weeks?
Right.
I technically finished my course.
Oh,
Woohoo!
lovely.
I just have like 4 more assessments to
Okay.
3 more assessments.
Okay.
But the one assessment is like a massive project
Oh,
that I have to like
shame,
dedicate some
friend.
time to. I know, I wasn't expecting that. But the other 2 exercises, hopefully I'll be able to like finish this week. So then I just
Okay.
have that big one. And then I'm officially done with this course.
You are double certified lady.
Oh yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you because I know how much this course has like been stressing you out, how much grief it's given you.
So much. And literally like the last 2 weeks have literally felt like everything has been getting in the way to stop me from actually
finishing it. Yeah.
Like literally, whether it's been work or silly people,
load shedding. Yeah.
So many things. Like people coming to me and being like, I need this. And I'm like, bitch, get out of my face. Like, can't you see?
My door's closed for a reason.
Yeah, hello. So it's just it's been a minute, been trying to finish it. I had the intention of finishing it middle of February. Next week's the end of February. Another course to start, but I'm going to be doing that at night. Okay. Because I unfortunately I cannot take more time off of work. I get that to do it. So
is this other course as intense as the one that you're doing now?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
I mean, they gave it to me for free, so hopefully it's just like a value add level.
Yeah, like
not as intense.
Yeah.
Because if it is, I'll just be
like a side quest or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a little side,
side dish.
Yeah. But and then like this week it's just been chaotic. South Africa is on stage 6 load shedding, which means we get up to 8 hours of no power per day.
Yeah, in freaking 4-hour slots sometimes, which is just. And look, I get it. They need to shed the load at a time that makes sense, where there's like a lot of load to shed. But like, come on, 4 to 8:30. That is just torture.
Like, what am I supposed to eat, Escom?
Yeah, like what must we do in the evening?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. So, I mean, load shedding has been fun. And that also means that the roads have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So it's just crazy. And then it, like, brings me to think, so today I got, like, guys, it's tax season if you're doing your taxes now.
Yeah.
And, so already, like, end of January, like, my accountant was like, this is your personal tax amount. I was like, okay, cool, that's what I have to pay in general. Like a general.
Yeah.
Like, that's not bad considering that I lost 2 major clients. And so my income has drastically been changed. So I was like, okay, that's reasonable, for someone who is in the position that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
And then she sent me an email like last week and she was like, I need your slips for like this time to this time because I need to do your provisional tax. And I was like, excuse me?
Sorry?
It's like, do you need to recalculate the other amount or
like what are we doing?
What is the procedure?
Yeah.
So my mom is like my bookie. And she like did all of that stuff for me. And then I sent it through to the lady and she like calculated everything. She came back with an amount today. And then she told me that the other amount that she informed me about in January is that amount plus this new amount that she gave me. And I was like, what?
Like knocked all the wind out of you.
Bro. It's about, well, I was like, Mom, yeah, like, so I gotta pay like this and I gotta pay that. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, but I haven't like earned, like, where must I find this money? And she was like, well, it was because they calculated this, and I was like, yeah. But I spent that money on our holiday because I thought that I didn't need to.
Yeah, like it was sorted with tax.
Because I paid like a good amount of tax in August. So I thought, Lekker, I've paid my dues as a citizen. The rest of the money can go towards something that I deserve, something that my mother deserves.
Yeah.
And then they hit me with this one. I'm like, motherfucker. What?
What a sucker bunch.
Bro. It's not even like I was irresponsible, because when I got in a certain amount of money, I saved it immediately, because it's like, oh, no, I got to pay tax, so I'm preparing.
Putting this to the
Putting it
side.
aside.
Yeah.
Then I just paid a certain amount. I was like, sweet.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, decent. And now, so back to, so yeah, so it's just so I cried today.
Yeah. Oh, shame.
SARS made me cry, guys.
I get that. I was also doing my tax the other day. Yeah, because we had load shedding from 4 to 8:30. I had to wait until 8:30 for the power to come on to do it. And I was sitting there, like, with all my statements and everything, calculating shit. And because I changed jobs and stuff like that, it's also, like, adds to the stress. And I was sitting there, like, 12 o'clock at night trying to get shit done, like, ooh.
It's chaos.
Yeah.
And I just think, I'm like, what are we paying taxes for? For what?
That's a good question.
I mean, we have no power. Our roads
are disgraceful.
Like, it's like
roads.
Yeah.
We don't have water in, like, some parts of the country.
Yeah. Or at least clean water, because our filtering system and our water system, we can't go to a public hospital. Like, and like, what? Like, I mean, there's some, like, I mean, Baragranith is rated like one of the best for trauma. So if you have a traumatic incident and you like in trauma, then go to Barra, because I mean, Barra's got like world-class shit. Yeah. But if you're just sick,
but in general, like you
avoid. You go to private. You know, you got to pay for private medical aid and all of that stuff. So why, SARS, am I giving you so much money?
Yeah, or maybe not SARS, but like the government.
Like SARS dictated, but
I suppose. Yeah,
like government SARS.
Yeah,
guys, why?
Why?
Because now I'm not even earning that much money. Where was I find this money? And I'm like, standards. You can go look at my bank account. Go look at it. Go look. You have access. Go see what is in my bank account. 27 and private. Please have mercy on me. Give me a Menti B pause, okay?
Yeah, just
you know.
Come on.
But yeah, so But then I was also thinking, sorry. I was also, so my mom and I were driving around the estate. I don't own the house, just so people, you know.
Yeah.
You know. And people are like building and doing renovations. And I turn around to my mom and I go, how are they affording this and then still getting to pay tax?
Right? And like just people having kids and still having to pay like school fees and tax and
car and life insurance and this and that.
And loans, personal loans, house loans, car loans, all of that sort of stuff.
Cards.
Here we go.
How do you live life? How do you have nice things? Like nice cheese or like nice bread or go shop at Woolies.
Go out for lunch or something.
Or like buy yourself something nice. Wait, how?
Like how do you live?
How much money are you making that you're going to renovate a house that you're not even living in?
Yeah.
You own 2 houses.
How do people own house?
Like, what is owning? People have the audacity to be like, millennials are killing the housing market. Bruh. Yeah, let's throw hands.
The housing market is killing us.
Bruh, I'm going to throw hands. I'm going to be like, come. Like, you know what? I will defend this.
Yeah, I have no clue how people afford it.
No.
It's crazy.
It's insane. Like, the cost of living is insane. Everything's going up.
Yeah.
I'm looking at things. I spend stupid money. That's one that I admit.
Yeah.
So, wine club.
Yes. Yeah.
I got invited to join a wine club, guys. Very, very grateful. Very thankful. Thank you. It was fun. But that was a very expensive weekend for one night. And camping. Not even like in a hotel room.
Not glamping.
Not glamping.
Nothing.
Not sleeping in a dorm.
Yeah.
Was in a tent, my guy.
Yeah.
On wet grass.
Yeah.
Because it's been raining in Joburg. Yes. You know? So wine club, I asked my dad for a wine recommendation. And then he was offline, he was unreachable. So then I So I trusted him on this wine. He was like, no, it's good wine.
Yeah.
Cool. I go to our bottle store. And now, because I trusted my dad, guys, I was like, I don't need to do any more research. That's all good.
I'll just take what you recommended.
Yeah.
Why would my father like steer me in the wrong direction?
Yeah. So I go to the bottle store, guys. I grab the bottle. I look for it. I find it. I grab it. I look for the price. I put the bottle back on the shelf. I'm like, you're teasing me. I'm not looking at the right one.
You like check the barcode. It's
Look at
the name. You're like, this can't be right.
This can't be it. Is it the Chardonnay? Maybe here's something else.
Did they price this wrong?
Bro,
must be.
We're still hoping to like get to the till and be like, oh, this much.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, bless.
Lovely. Bless.
It wasn't. And so yeah, so I take this bottle of wine, my cousin, so we drive, my cousins come pick me up with the fiance. We're driving, we got to draw money to pay for entrance fee, right? And my cousin's like, nah, we got to get to the boat. We want to go on the boat ride. So we just got to get on the highway. We'll find an ATM somewhere else. As we're driving to the vault, there's like no ATMs. But I don't want to say this. So my cousin says to her brother, she's like, okay, find an ATM in your GPS. It's now your responsibility.
Yeah.
Because we all wanted to go stop and draw money.
Yeah.
Back when we had civilization.
Yeah.
But nah, so you find it. It's like, okay, cool. He don't find it.
Shit.
Eventually we're like just seeing like millies, cows, sheep, more millies, maybe some potatoes. You know.
Yeah.
No ATMs. We get to the entrance of this club.
Yeah.
Daniela, that ground was horrendous. It had been raining, obviously.
Yeah.
And because there'd been like people in and out, they had created like
different grooves. Oh no.
And then like, so everything is muddy and sludgy. We saw a Yaris lose her bumper.
Oh shit.
The
okay.
bumper was
like,
no.
Yeah.
Like a skew eye. Yeah, it was just my cousin put her car in 4x4 mode. She like fucking rallied. But her brother's like, don't go too fast, but don't stop. Go when it's dry. Follow the driving line. She's like, shut up. I'm sitting there like, the fiance is like, well, oh my gosh, we're gonna die. Anyway, we get to the place. We don't have to pay immediately.
At least.
But it did my cousin, because he like messed up, he left it up paying for. Bless his soul.
Bless.
Bless. Anyway, so meet everybody. Everybody seems nice. It's obviously my first time meeting a lot of people. I only knew one other person there. And so it was just really interesting. We went on a boat ride. We drank some champagne that looked like urine. I wasn't the first one to say that it looked like urine. Other people said it looked like urine first. And I was like, thanks. I was thinking that. The water was coming in because it had been raining a lot. But we were on the dam, so everything was pretty safe for us. We didn't have to worry. Although when we were crossing, so we had like this little strip of land that we like used to like go back to our tents. Yeah. And by the time we left the boat in the evening, part of that little strip was like underwater. So the crabs came out to play, and they were like, tick, 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 tick. And we were like, please don't pinch my toes. Thank you. Thanks. I was like, Mr. Crab, I'm just gonna, you literally see them. So
crabs freak me out. Same level as frogs.
Frogs and crab. But then when it was my turn to show the wine, so my cousins and fiance knew how much the wine costed already. Costed, is that a word? Cost. Yeah, there we go. Every episode. And so I was pouring for everybody. I was worried I wasn't going to have enough, but there was enough. And then everybody was drinking. The back of the bottle was because you like read the back of the bottle. It was a lot, but people were very interested in the bottle. So they were like, oh, this is a very pretty bottle. Cool, cool, cool. And then I was like, I turned around to my cousin. I was like, really, like, can you imagine, like, this better be a really nice wine? Otherwise, like the money that I spend. And that's when my cousin was like, oh, yeah, guys, by the way, do you know how much Alicia spent on this bottle?
Oh, shit.
And everybody was like, what?
What?
What? And I was like, oh, yeah. So, it's 700. This is my sauce. He's texting me.
Like it's better we take good money because
she's spending 700 rand on what? Like, wow. So then the minute I said that, so people obviously had sipped and they're like, oh, it's really nice. And then like the minute I said that, they were like, oh no, like we have to savor this wine. Like we can't just down it.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks, guys. So that I mean that was great, but
Okay.
I was very nervous, and I went over prepared.
Yeah.
Like when people say it's a bring and bri, I'm gonna take like a pack of 10 chicken kebabs.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm gonna take like a pack of muffins because know, and I'm gonna take potato salad.
Yeah, and it's also like the first time you're meeting a lot of the people, so you want to make a good impression and all of that sort of stuff.
Except only I sat with a pile of 10 chicken kebabs. And I'm sitting.
Nobody even wants any of it. So
with my chicken kebabs on my paper plates. I forgot to bring my own plate, so I had to borrow a paper plate. Thankfully, there were paper plates to share. And I was like, does anybody want a chicken kebab? And then, like, my cousin asked, they were like, yes, we'll have some. And 2 other people said they would have some, and I ate 4 chicken kebabs. And I didn't have a fork, so I didn't eat the potato salad. I brought it home, but I was like, holy shit.
Shame for you got a lot of protein that evening.
So much. That was bulking up for. I was bulking.
That bumpy road.
I think I was just more embarrassed for myself. Not that anybody else needs to feel embarrassed or anything, but I was just more like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I brought 10 chicken kebabs.
Get that.
Get that. I completely misjudged the situation. Huh? Like if I wasn't scared of the water, I would have been like, sorry guys, peace out.
When I go noodling, noodling, noodling. Just don't
I'm gonna noodle my whole self to a catfish hole.
Yes.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye, Alicia.
Yeah.
So that was but overall it was a good experience. Yeah. Was it like in the year of experiences? Yeah. It was a great experience.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. Can I just tell you, I was so worried. Because like you mentioned, there was so much rain like all over the country for most parts of the country this past week.
Yeah.
Especially at the Vol.
Yeah.
Like people had to get evacuated and other people said they can't leave the Vol because the bridges aren't safe or whatever. Yes. So when I panicked because I knew you wanted to get back early.
Yes.
And I saw it was like 11 o'clock. I was like, oh, Alicia doesn't say she's back. Oh shit, she got washed away. Fish came, was like, gone. The crabs came and dragged her away. I was like, it's proper stressing.
I mean, they would have saved me from hella embarrassment.
I mean, maybe they're trying to do you a solid.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I messaged your mom. I was like, is Alicia okay? I see there's a lot of flooding. Trying not to sound panicked. And your mom was like, no, she's fine. She's on her way back. And I was like, oh,
oh no. And then eventually, when I got back, oh my gosh, I immediately, I came back smelling like a vanilla cupcake because I sprayed.
Yeah.
Just give you your blow up bed.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, your blow up bed saved my life.
I'm glad.
That was so great. But I did pitch a tent this week, the hot weekend, and then I put it all back down.
Nice.
So just pretty solid.
Okay.
Good life experiences there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now I know how to pitch tent. Now I also know that I'm not taking a tent like that. I'll probably just take a twisty tent. I'd rather just live in a twisty tent.
A twisty tent?
Like a pull up tent. Then you got to
Yes.
toss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I don't have the patience. Thread a stick
Threaded
through.
and like, yeah, I
And
get
then,
that.
yeah,
I get that.
it seems like a lot of work. So if I ever go camping, I'll just. Also, I couldn't even put my bloody sleeping bag back in the bag.
Oh yeah, standard though with sleeping bags.
It's like an ontploffen at the moment. You gotta like wash it. It smells like a vanilla cupcake because I put so much spray on it.
Yeah.
Good job. But overall, solid weekend.
Nice.
Right. It's so close. It's tantalizing.
Almost tasted.
The sweet, purposeful weekends now.
Yes, I told my boyfriend like I can't wait to have like meaning in my life on weekends.
Right? Like something to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, weekends in itself is like enough, but this is just like the icing on top.
Exactly, and I kind of feel like you would think, oh, but then there's so much to do on weekends. You need to do, but no, like F1 is like a dedicated like 3 hours just for what you want.
Yeah.
It is my 3 hours dedicated to what I want to watch.
Yeah.
And what I enjoy. No one's gonna bother me.
Exactly.
Right. It's
yeah.
It's bliss. So by the time this episode comes out,
yeah,
pre-season testing has started in Bahrain.
Yes.
What do you think?
I don't know. Like I saw, like I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping up with F1 and all of that recently, just because I've been so busy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw something this morning, like just the little news pop up on my phone saying like Merc is behind or whatever. I think they're sandbagging everybody. I think I think legitimately this year, not like last year.
Yeah. This year they were like, we're so no, we're not.
We're so slow. Oh no. And then it really was oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
I think they might like be super competitive.
Okay.
But they might not show it in the preseason testing.
Which a lot of people think, because then I also like think like, then what's the point of preseason testing? Because like, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's more of like a mind game than anything else, because you kind of want to scare other teams enough.
Yes.
But you also don't want to give away all of your secrets at the same time.
Agreed.
I think.
But also I feel like last year McLaren had an awesome preseason testing with Lando, and then they shat the bed for
the rest of the year.
Yeah. That was like,
I mean, yeah.
So look, I get it, preseason, see where the car's at, how you can improve for the next week, which is the start of it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe like next week Sunday we're watching the first race. How insane. Like time has just gone like that.
Yeah.
It's insane. So I know that there's been a whole bunch of new regulations that have been added and rules and stuff. There's going to be new rules based on like points in like half races or shorter races.
Okay.
There's like a whole bunch of stuff. It was on Instagram I saw from the news outlets. And then Lance Stroll is missing testing because he had a bike accident.
Sorry, you were just like, he's missing. Like he's gone.
No. Like he's not my favorite driver, but
yeah, but shame.
He's
like,
MIA.
Yeah, you don't want to wish any harm.
No harm whatsoever to any of these drivers. Yeah. So yeah, he apparently had. We don't know what he hurt or what he did.
Yeah, the injuries are. Yeah.
But he is missing preseason testing. Shame. Can kind of put you on the back foot because I mean, look at what happened with Daniel.
I was about to say, like, he had a shitty start to the year last year, and it was kind of just like foreshadowing for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and didn't Vettel also miss last season? Like pre.
I can't remember.
He missed something. I don't know. I think he also missed
somebody. Yeah, someone did miss something else, but I don't know.
Like
I can't remember. There's a lot of new faces as well.
Got Logan Sargent, we've got Nick Freeze.
Yeah.
We've got new team principals.
Yep.
So we're all gonna see. Toto is obviously like not holding back when it comes to Christian. His agroness is already like startling.
Okay. At least wait for the season to like officially wait till the first race.
Exactly.
Wait until the lights go out on the first race. Then you can like
then
go ahead and do what you have to do.
Have your little moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really interesting that that's coming out of there. And then what did I want to say? Oh, Yuki is now being trained by Michael Italiano, and it's like so fascinating to see their training journey. So Daniel's old trainer,
yes, yeah,
is now like training Yuki, and it's just like so cute, like so adorable. Like it's so wild. Like Yuki's so spicy.
He is,
and like now like he's got like the most like calm like kind of performance coach.
I feel like that's what he needs, though.
You think?
I think so.
It's gonna be like, imagine like little Yuki's like, Michael's like, Yuki.
Yeah, I feel like,
mate, shucks, mate.
I feel like Yuki can sometimes be a firecracker a lot of the time, and I feel like he just needs an extinguisher sometimes. And I feel like that's what his new performance coach is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good for him. I feel like he needs a bit of calmness in his life.
Like that zen.
Yes, yeah. I think it'll be a good balance for him.
100%.
Yeah.
I think so too. And then I think I've heard a lot of people say that Ferrari is going to come back with some solid.
Oh, I hope so. Like it was literally their season last year.
Yeah.
Like they had a great car, they had great drivers, and then like the car had a couple of issues during the race. Like I mean the one race, or I don't know how many races, both of them were just like DNF because the thing caught on fire. Yeah. So
poor Carlos.
Yeah, shame. I hope for their sake they do well.
I think so too. I took the F1 quiz about which driver to support this season. Because my dad sent it to me ironically. He didn't realize he was sending me a quiz. So I thought, because he was like, so who are you like supporting? Yeah. I was like, oh, I still don't know. And then he sent me this thing, and I was like, oh, okay, like you found an F1 quiz. So I took it, and it said I should support Carlos, which cool. Yeah. I mean, I like Carlos. I don't have nothing against supporting Chili Pepper. Yeah. And then I told my dad, I was like, oh, by the way, that quiz told me to support Carlos. And he goes, what quiz?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, Dad, that quiz you sent me. He goes, I didn't send you a quiz. I'm like, Dad, do you even know what you sent me? Like, what do you mean? The one time, like, he always complains that we never, like, read his messages or respond to him. Yeah. But then, like, the one time that I do, he
actually, like, put in the F. Yeah. Like, oh, what do you mean?
I don't know. So, yeah. Well, the season starts. Drive to Survive is coming out. Yeah,
I can't wait. And you finally finished watching Drive to Survive.
Yeah. Oh my lord. So I hadn't finished watching the final episode of season 4 because I was worried about the PTSD from the whole fighting between Verstappen and Hamilton. Yeah. And I was just like, oh no, I don't want to watch it. It's going to be so stressful, blah, blah, blah. And then I watched it, guys. It's so underwhelming.
Yeah. It really was.
I really thought they would end off with a bang.
It was kind of just like...
Right? Yeah. And even the build-up was like so dramatic because you have like Toto saying serious things like, may the best man win.
Yeah.
That didn't age well.
No.
That didn't age well. Because then afterwards you had a temper tantrum and like almost wanted to like have like Max completely stripped of his title.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I thought you said may the best man win.
Yeah. It's not a good look on him.
No, not at all. And the one thing that I did notice from that episode was when things were going Mercedes-Benz's way, Red Bull would be like, no, like this is typical, blah, blah, blah. They were like being Debbie Downers, right?
Yeah.
Then when things were going Red Bull's way, the Mercedes was being the same way. Like, oh no, this is not right, what. And I'm just like, but if it had worked out in your favor.
Classic, like...
You know, then like if Lewis made that corner and he got ahead of Max and ended up winning the championship, like would it have been a problem that it ended the way that it did?
Yeah. No, I get that. I feel like no matter which two teams you put into that equation, that's always going to be like the end result. I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
Oh,
I'm sorry not to go. Oh, I was also going to say like. You said now how things were going in Merck's way and then Red Bull would be like meh, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I think, that does happen, but I also think like 50% of the Drive to Survive like cuts and edits it just to make it like even more dramatic.
100%.
Like they stir us. They stir the pot.
Yeah.
And stir the
I
pot.
think Lander recently watched the episodes with Quadrant on his Quadrant channel.
Yeah.
And they were watching this scene with Will Buxton on it, and he was like, these two, like Will was being like so dramatic, and like the gloves are off with these two, and then it was like, what? It's like between Lando and Carlos. I think it's like in season 2 or 3, like where they're like pulling the chair away from each other.
Yeah, and I remember they made it look like they were like there was tension between the two of them.
And Lando was like, what?
What?
What do you mean? What was it? Like, how much did they pay him to do that? So, yeah, like 100%, I think, like, Drive to Survive, you know, paying attention to the season. The only time I will ever trust it is never.
Yeah.
Because it will mostly just be, we're going to watch and see the reaction live. So, whatever Drive to Survive comes out with, you know, it's just entertainment.
Yeah, it's like reality TV.
Yeah, 100% scripted.
It's. I hope that this year's Drive to Survive, well, based on last year, this year's it's coming out now. Anyway, is going to be juicy. Like, I hope they don't leave out any of the drama because there was a lot that happened.
There was so much. They don't really have to do much. They just have to show what was happening.
Yeah, literally. So I hope they don't bias it in any sort of way. So like they kind of. I hope they don't like beforehand. I hope they don't pick a bad guy and pick a good guy and stick with that.
Yes.
Like I hope they don't pick out the narrative beforehand.
Exactly.
I hope it's like more authentic.
100%. And I think that was one of the reasons why, or one of the reasons why Max agreed to be in this season was because he was like, I don't want any of this like fabricated story dramaticness or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you guys will put what I say, you won't twist my words, whatever. And I think like he made like some serious demands, and I'm like Netflix would be dumb to go against that because imagine like one of the biggest teams in Formula One pulls out of Drive to Survive.
Yeah, that'll be pretty.
That would be horrendous.
Yeah.
It would be terrible. You're like missing out a very key part of Formula One.
Exactly.
So if they screw it up, Red Bull, you know, when Max Verstappen says jump, Red Bull asks how high. Like Christian Horner's like, Max, how high? Where do you want me to jump? Like, let's go. So if they piss off Max, they're going to piss off Christian.
Yeah.
And Checo's just going to be like, cool. And then they're going to lose access to one of the biggest stars in Formula One, which is Daniel Ricciardo, who is the PR face for Red Bull.
Yeah, exactly.
So, if I were Netflix, I'd listen to Max.
Exactly. But also, like, I feel like fair enough. Like, this is your livelihood. This is your career. Like, you don't want some show to paint you in a bad, like, picture, bad paint you in a bad light. Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I get it not wanting, like, making demands just to protect your image.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
So I think so.
Yeah. I'm excited.
It's going to be great. I think my mom wants to have, like, an F1
launch party. Yeah.
So if you're free next week. So my dad's not going to be. I have to give him a lunch for F1 TV. He could watch it at least.
Bless. Bless.
All right. I think that's everything for this week, hey?
Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
It's jam-packed, guys.
Yeah.
Jam-packed. Hope you're loving it.
Yes.
Can't really tell.
Yeah. Kind of just like crickets.
Yeah.
Thanks for this little catch-up session. Loved it.
Thanks for funding all the moment. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Same.
And I hope that you have a good rest of the week.
You too.
Catch you guys. Bye.